welcome back to my channel. This will be the review of Deja Vu, episode 3 and 4, and let's get right into it, right? So at the end of episode 2, it goes from Jocelyn pretty much not attacking, let me rephrase that. Jocelyn getting her lick back on Diamond, which I don't understand why Joyce loves to hit girls. Like, you don't want to fight a man, but you'll fight a girl. And I was reading the comments, because the comments really, I like to read the comments. And people were saying, like, Joyce been taking hormones for a long time, or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, she can't. Like, you could tell. Like, hormones are not, you're not going to get boobs like that. Like, I can't see it just happening overnight that you got boobs like that. And I think Joyce is like maybe like 22, 23. So there's no, like, if you started hormones at 16, 17, you're not gonna have boobs like that. But we're gonna digress. I think she got her body done. All right. So for people's justification of her being able to fight women, absolutely not. Okay. And I think Joyce is delusional, because in the confessional she was like, "Oh, Kinsey hit me, and then, but weren't you just begging to be my friend?" I don't think Kinsey ever begged to be your friend. I think that you're delusional, right? Because on the last show y'all were on together, let's be real. Kinsey throws the haymakers, and then you're over here, and not saying she can't fight. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is, you should not fight women. Diamond is wrong. I'm not saying she's not, but like, stop putting your hands on girls. Like, stop it. And don't get me wrong. Now, like, if it was a less, what is it? Let's meet up and fight. By all means, go for it. But it's the sneaking. It's the sneaking. And I don't like that. I already said that Diamond also needs to not hit on the women. And I like Mac, because Mac is pretty much saying, like, it doesn't matter if he was talking about Joyce, because I guess Gucci was trying to attack her again. And he's like, pretty much Mac is like, we're not going to hit the girls, bro. We're not. He said, I don't care what they are. Trans or not trans, don't hit them. Don't do it. We're not doing that. A woman's a woman. And I said, oh. So then they go and get ready to do the ATVs, which was cute. Was cute thing to do. For Blueface Barbie, because we're gonna keep calling her Blueface Barbie, to get into an ATV with Joyce, and Joyce has no license as well. Like, what in your mind? That's that white stuff. Because as me, I would never do that. I would never do that. It was cute. It was cute. And then while we were there, I guess Diamond paired up with Q. And Gucci is so pressed, because you got your taken. You got your girl taken. And let's be real, she wasn't yours to begin with. She wasn't yours to begin with, right? You're mad because Q has her right now. And later on in this episode, Q is pretty much going to be like, she's not my girl. I don't really care. Like, you know, he said it over and over again. Like, when people would call her his girl, he let it rock. But he's always kept saying in the confessionals, like, she's not my girl. Like, I'm not going to, like, go all out for a girl who's not my girl. And that's realism, people. That's realism. And I'm saying this not to be rude or anything like that, but that's what's wrong in the world right now, or in the dating world. Because everyone thinks that because we had a 2-minute conversation, now we're together. That's not how that goes. Q knows exactly what it is. He's like, we're here for a week. I'm here to have fun. Nobody's my girl. Like, we're about to go back to our regular lives. Like, chillax. You came to me to have fun because you gave it out on the first night, babes. And not saying giving it out on the first night makes you easy or whatever. But, like, you said you didn't know anybody or Q before he came in the house. And then you just pop it. What? Like, come on now. But that's besides the point. My thing is, I rock with people who can be honest, and Q is honest, right? And I like him, regardless of what happens later on. I like him, okay? So then Mac has something to say about, oh, they get ready to do their photo, not yeah, it's the photo shoot video intro for the show. And Mac is talking about Duke because they're obviously having problems now, and he's like, oh, he come to the casino in regular clothes, da 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 da. And I'm like, everyone goes to the casino in regular clothes. Like, that's how I know you've never been to a casino. Because not everyone is grand. I am so sorry, guys. I got something in my eye and it is hurting. Mm. All right. Right. And, all right. So, I have to read. I take notes. So, while they were at the casino, Blue Face Barbie pretty much saw Joyce and Duke being kind to each other. And he was showing her how to play whatever game it is. I don't know what game. And she's like, oh, that's her man. They're booed up. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, why can't people just be kind? What happened to the world where we could just be kind to people and I can help you out and you can help me out and we not have to touch butts? Like, I don't get it. Right? Um, and then later on, I know I'm over here looking like a crackhead. Please, I am not doing drugs. Um, Gucci apologized to Joyce, which I respected. I like Gucci when he's sober, but when he's drinking, he's not the same person, and I don't like that. Um, so when they get in the sprinter, they go on wild. Joyce, Asia, and Gucci are doing some absurd things. Okay, absurd things, and that's all I'm gonna say. Because if you've seen it, you've seen it. And people are talking trash about Asia, and I just think that it's a person who came to have fun, and not saying that's the type you always have to use that as fun, but when you came to enjoy yourself, that's television. You want good TV? If we wanted people to dress like nuns and read the Bible in front of us, go to the OWN channel. Okay, don't come to Now That's TV. Go to the biblical channel. You on the wrong network. This ain't OWN. This ain't Discovery Television. Nothing. Like, find your right network. Okay? And then Gucci finally addresses the problem with Diamond, which is my eye. It's just pretty much like he feels like, they didn't take enough time to like actually like hone a relationship, and that he really does miss her and all this other stuff. She's trying to play in his face, per usual. And we're gonna start by saying this. I hate when Diamond be like, there would be no show without Diamond the Body. You're not even a producer on the show. You're not even executive producer. You don't get no credits other than being a cast member. They could be there is every way that there can be a show without you. You didn't make it last season. You didn't make it a show this season. You think that you being messy makes it an episode, and it's not. Because honestly, the reason that I stopped doing these things or took a little break is because the negativity is too much. And she's such a negative person, and you can feel the energy through. Because at first I was like, oh, maybe she's being positive. But she wants to it's about going viral and blowing up for her. And it's not about like actually just being true to who you are, right? I'm not going to make fake beef to go viral. That's lame. That's sucker shit. We're not doing that. Like, be real. Now, if you really have a problem, if you really don't like each other, if it's something that's really an issue, then that's when it's okay to like state it, and whatever happens, happens. But to make up things in your mind or to do something because somebody told you to, up here it's not strong, babes. And you're old. You're not like 22, 23. You're old. Let me actually Google how old you are. Diamond. She's. Oh, no. Wrong one. She's 32. And when I say old, I don't mean old as in like, oh, you're decrepit, you're geriatric. I mean old as in like, you're too old to be acting like that. I'll give you up to 29. 29 is when you gotta get classy, babes. You gotta get there. So, alright? So that means she was 31 on the show, turning 32. But I just think that you need to act your age. Be a grown woman. And granted, everybody's gonna be like, but what about the basketball wise? What about this? Babes, they need to act their age too. Everything shouldn't get a reaction. Alright? So Joyce and Duke start arguing again. And I guess a girl on Twitter sends, or some girl sends Joyce videos or whatever of Duke doing, you know, gay. I'll put the subtitle and be like, corn, gay corn, right there. And, or he's catering to a male audience, let's say that, right? And she, for some reason, couldn't hold water, so she tells Melissa. And then she says it to him, and he was like, hey, just don't say that. Please don't say that. Like, you know, I'm not okay with that. Don't do that. Which in a sense, I commend Duke for having boundaries and having his words come out, because he does have a nasty attitude. Let's be honest. I think that he was one of those lame guys in school that never got any play, and now that he got older, he is cute. He's not like, yeah, he's cute. He's a regular, like, he's attractive. He's not all of that, but like he's attractive to the point where you'd be like, oh, okay, you know. That he doesn't know how to act, so he still acts as the hurt boy, where everybody made fun of him in school, which we have to grow up from, okay? Oh my gosh, I was made fun of by black guys. Like, let's stop this narrative. Let's cut it out. So what? I was made fun of too. Who cares? That should not. I'm 25. I'm not 25. I'm 24. I'm about to be 25 in January. But even if I was 25, you're old now. School is so long ago. I've been out of school for almost 7 years now. Get over it. Build a bridge. Walk that shit. Like, there's no reason that because somebody called you a African booty scratcher that you should still be holding that on to that when you're 32. Build a bridge. Get over it. Oh my gosh, that's why I don't date black women, because I was made fun of. Maybe the black women you were around did not cater to your liking, right? Like, there's so many nuances to that statement. Just say that you want to date who you want to date and call it a day. We ain't got to bring down anybody. So that's what I think Duke is, right? And I was like, oh my God, like, that's wild. So when I get back to the penthouse, let's call it that, yeah. Pretty much H is on Gucci, so Dami gets extra close to Q. And I'm like, you're jealous, but you don't want to say it. Like y'all are both playing this thing, and they have this very toxic love, and it's not cute. It's not cute when you're that grown age. It's not. It's very harmful because, you know, I'm not going to say when you're 22, 23, but like when you're younger, it's I don't know better. When you're that old, you know better. You do. You don't want to. You're like, this is going to make TV. But what it really is, it just makes everybody say, oh, it's good for entertainment. It's wonderful for entertainment. But we all cringe a little bit, hopefully. And then I see all the comments where girls are like, oh, that's the type of man. I want my man to come behind me like that, babe. You have to be 12. Because I want a grown man. I want a man who's going to talk. And obviously, if we talked already, we dated already, or whatever we did, and I want somebody else, that's it. Like, you don't have to be like, oh, I've already had her. Who cares? And I've heard 2,000 other people had her too. But that's allegedly. All right? It's just wild. Melissa is messy, which she is. Because she keeps instigating things. And she throws rocks and hides her hands. So then, I guess Duke and Joyce get in an argument again. And Joyce is like, oh, whatever, that's why you do gay corn. And he says, excuse me? And then he goes after her. And I do not condone violence. But baby, you did that to get a reaction. You did it. That's what you did. And the thing is, you like Duke. and you didn't know if he was playing for your team, and you assume that he's playing for your team now, and he said that it's a lot, a whole lot of, but that ain't my business. All right. So when we go to episode 4, they pretty much repay what Joyce said, and Kenzie's face was like, "I'm gonna insert picture," right? And I said, "Oh my god!" So they pretty much get into it, and Duke, boom, and when I said he hit her, he took the hit took the wig off, and I was just like, "Good God, she got hit," right? And then when security kind of finally got him under control, Matt came in. I said, "Woo, woo," but I was like, "Oh my god, like why would he do that? Why would he hit him like that?" But he said, "We respect women around here, bro." And then he was like, he was being weird all day, and he was saying sly stuff under his breath, and everybody else vouched for him. So now Duke is not really my favorite, but we'll see, right? I just think Duke is trying too hard. But Joyce was doing too much. Joyce was doing too much. Like, she trying to expose somebody. So then, fast forward, Duke and Max starts fighting, and that gets crazy because Duke pretty much like tackles at Mac and has him on the floor. And I can't say who won there because everyone it's different. I need to see the different angle, but he stepped on Mac. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. I'm gonna skip after that. So, now everybody's talking about Duke's accent, right? Because it goes in and out. Because first he said he's from New York, and then he said he was from London, right? And I think this, right? I don't know if y'all know this, which a lot of Americans are very ignorant towards a lot of things, but the way you are raised, for instance, if you have parents who say things a certain way, you would say them the same way. So if your parents have an accent, you're more inclined to have an accent, even if you go to American schools. So he could be born in the UK, came over here from New York, but his parents are full blown like British people, and he sound like them, and it goes in and out. Cause that's the thing, right? Like there's certain things that I say or do, or whenever like things happen, my accent changes, and not saying like from British is a London accent, but what I'm saying is like it's very plausible. So for everybody to say it's fake, it's the ignorance because it like I'm saying it could very well be fake, but it's just too proper, not proper. It's a for real UK accent. I'm gonna be real with you. I worked around many people from the UK, many people. So I know an accent, like a real accent when I see one, and not somebody just playing. So it's not fake. And if it is, kudos to you. You should become an actor. Yeah. But they people say he come from everywhere, London, New York, VA, and if I don't care, it's not my business. Be who you want to be. Make up the life you want to live. So then K Goddess comes in, right? And she is beautiful. I like the way she looks. And I like the way she comes in. She's coming into chaos, and Diamond is like, as long as she don't talk to me, I won't talk to her. As long as she don't bother me, I won't bother her. And that's where it gets a little iffy, right? So then Joyce asks Blueface Barbie, did she talk to Duke? And Blueface is like, yeah, I did. And she's like, oh, well, you're supposed to be my friend. Why are you talking to him? And she said, I could be friends with everybody. That doesn't, like, you know, like, wrong is wrong, but, like, you know, you don't, just because we're friends doesn't mean I have to beef. And that's true. That's middle school stuff, right? Like, my friends are friends with people I don't like, and I'm friends with people no, I'm not, but, like, I could be friends with people they don't like, and that's okay. We're still friends, right? Diamond's really cocky. We've already been over this. She's like super extra, and I don't like it. She's like, there's no show without me. I'm the most entertaining thing about this show. Da 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 da. And I'm like, if they were to take you out the thing, let's say if they were to take Gucci and her out, I feel like we would get more content. I said what I said. I feel like we would get more content. If her and Gucci was gone, right? If they've never been casted for the show, I feel like we would get more content. Because I feel like the days would go by faster, or I feel like it would be a different narrative, and I would like it more. Because everybody would be fresh, kind of, except for Kinsey. I'm trying to think. Yeah. I think that it would be a great thing, right? I think it would be very entertaining. I think it would be very interesting. I think it would be a lot of kumbaya moments and a lot of like, oh, this is, oh, for real. I think that it would be that. But because now that TV likes to bring back reoccurring people, it's not going to be. Because you have, now that TV in Zeus has this complex where they let the little people think they're stars, just like Krishan, right? Krishan is like, oh, there will be no baddies without me. Baddies will be lit without you. Honestly, it would be lit without you because it's the same narrative. Oh, I don't like her because she liked the post or whatever the case may be. It's really stupid. It's very childish. You're old. You're what, 23? You're too old to be mad over a post. Be mad over some real stuff. You're mad over a post that your baby daddy posts that you choose to have a baby by. You could have did something. $500 could have helped you. That's all I got to say. I hate when people complain about something that $500 could have fixed. That's it. Or whatever it is, $1,500, whatever it is, you could have fixed. Pretty much like the episode was that. I guess Joyce and Duke goes back and forth because that's what I'm reading, and Joyce keeps saying that man is gay, and that's why she got did in. That's why, like, you have to, like, Joyce likes to start problems, but don't want to have to deal with those problems. And Joyce thinks that being a woman, we're gonna analyze Joyce. Joyce thinks being a woman means that I can say whatever I want to say out of my mouth, and I can't get any retaliations, and that's not true. As a woman, right? Just like anybody else in this world, you have to think about what you're saying. And if I keep antagonizing a man, that does not give him any rights to put his hands on me, right? But you can't keep saying things to people and not expect people to blow up eventually. And I'm not saying, oh, you said it 10 times and he's supposed to slap the shit out you. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you can't keep antagonizing. You can't keep alleging, whatever, or making allegations against them. You can't keep doing it without somebody feeling some type of way. And because she probably seen that growing up, she does it and thinks that nothing's supposed to happen, and then gets surprised when something happens. You can't be surprised.
Yeah. I was a child trying to be a man. To all my sons worldwide,